This is from the wedding drama subreddit. My wedding with my ex. Fire, random strangers, rumors and lies, wedding dress disaster, trashy outfits, and more. If anybody figured it out, yes, the title grabbed me. There is just way too much drama there. I have not read the story, so we are all going to be experiencing it together at the same time. Back to the story. So I'm getting married again soon, and this time with only my sister invited from my family. To be blunt, my first wedding has been a running joke for years, and I figured you'd all love the train wreck that it was. Plus, it's been long enough that I can actually laugh about it now. At the time, I was really sick and needed treatment badly. My family was done caring for me and planned on kicking me out. This was the height of my family trauma before I cut everyone off. Now, back to the story. My high school sweetheart, whom I'd been dating for a few years, was joining the army, and he offered to marry me so I could get treatment, have a roof over my head, and food. It was survival more than romance, though I did care for and love him at the time. The disaster started early on. My stepmom ordered my dress 2 months before the wedding, and it was so tiny I couldn't even pull it on. Out of money and time, I sewed my own. It was plain, boring, and nothing like what I wanted. I'd envisioned lace and got a basic white dress with nothing else. Then, right before my wedding was to start, my period showed up unexpectedly. By the time I noticed, there was a giant splotch on my backside. Cue me crying in the bathroom while my aunts attempted to fix it with stain pens. The only silver lining was my groom was 30 minutes late anyways, thanks to his 15-year-old golden child sister throwing a tantrum about going. Literally, she got on the ground and screamed like a 2-year-old. She arrived looking like she'd been dragged straight out of bed with greasy hair, a red swollen tear-stained face, jeans, a bleach-stained joke t-shirt from Walmart. The venue was a blocked-off orange orchard, but I had random strangers just move the ropes and stroll down the aisles ahead of me anyway. To make matters worse, their kids ran wild in their group with them. They even stole chunks of my cake and some water and drinks I had set aside before I even noticed. And only once, long gone, did I realize what happened. Are you serious? So strangers not only came into your area, but then just started helping themselves to your wedding cake? Rude. My family's outfits were just as bad. I'd asked for business casual. I got Pokemon shirts, stained cargo pants, political hats, and a patched emo jean jacket with chains. To add to the trashy family drama as well, a cousin on my stepmom's side lied and told the rest of the family I'd said I only pity invited them. So they glared and snapped at me the whole day without explaining why, even when I asked a few of them. And then came the wedding night. My new husband decided to cook a steak to celebrate, and I assumed he knew how since he offered to cook. He put the oven on broil, laid the meat directly on the grate, and walked away. Oh my God. My apartment lit on fire pretty fast, to say the least. I ran for the fire extinguisher, only to find it locked behind glass in a laundry room, as my apartment locked it up at 10 each night. Oh my God. In a panic and with an adrenaline rush from hell, I punched through the glass door, then another glass panel blocking it to grab it. Yes, I know this was stupid of me, but I wasn't thinking. Then, bleeding everywhere, I handed it to my husband, who said, I don't know how to use that. So with glass still in my hands, I put the fire out myself, hurting myself even worse. The extinguisher powder filled my cuts and burned like heck. We ended the night in the ER, getting stitches and glass removed, while my dad and family called to scream at me over the cousin's lie while I laid in the hospital bed. Oh, isn't that just a winner of a family? Wow. Okay. I will say some of this is quite comical. I'm seriously trying to picture how kids running wild with a rando group start stealing chunks of cake. Then, the Pokemon shirts, the patched emo jean jacket with chains. I'm not going to lie. If I knew that the wedding was going to be like this, I would probably come. Like, if it had been planned to be like this, it would be a lot of fun just because it's so off the wall. But to have expected a real wedding and instead what you had to default to, I know you mentioned at the beginning that you're with somebody now. I think I actually saw in the comments you mentioned you're engaged again. I'm going to tell you very clearly the only person I would tell would be that sister. And I would swear her to secrecy for everybody else. And if she spills, then none of your family comes, because although this story is entertaining, what it's not is a sign of a loving family. Your family sucks. I hope the family you're about to be married into treats you much better than your bio family did, because they're assholes.